everybody, welcome to the Electric Wolf Plays Civ 6. Now it's been a while since my last video, but I want to try to get back into it now to get at least some consistency of me being online. So thank you all that stuck through my downtime, but here I am. We're going to try to go in with a game that came out late last year. I've been kind of holding off for a while, simply because of the fact that I've been waiting for the Mac PC integration, but I don't think that's reasonable to assume that that's necessarily going to happen anytime soon, but I am cross my fingers for that. In the meantime, however, I do want to get into a single-player game to go through mechanics of it. I'm actually a huge Civ 6 fan, so I'm looking forward to playing some. I did play some time ago, but I haven't in a while. So we're going to do a brand new game. We're going to randomize some of this. I'm going to be a little bit cautious so I get wiped out. My first video back in standard, and just so that everyone knows, this is going to be a couple parts of a video here. This cannot be accomplished in one sitting. So it looks good. I'm not going to do... Actually, let's see what the advanced setups are. No, I'm pretty much going to stick with the basics. So we'll start with that, and we'll see what happens. So I'm going to also try to turn down the music once we get the opportunity here, because I doubt that any of you are really hearing me that well. Oh, this guy. Okay, focusing really on the features and abilities here. The holy districts we can't build. Interesting. Interesting. I don't actually know how this is going to work out without the religious aspect, but maybe this just means we could focus on other things like science and production as opposed to it. Quite a bit of buffs. You see double, great writer, great artist, great musician. Sorry, do a little magic there on the side. Some great merchant points. Palaces slots for fireworks. Great. You know, for a non-religious group, it seems to be really big on the culture and arts. Alright, let's load this bad boy. Come on. Unique district. Looks interesting. I wonder what this replaces, really. Guess we'll have to wait for it to load for us to find out here. Alright, here we go. Finally. Hopefully just speed up that loading time there. Alright. First thing we're going to do, like I said before, we're going to look for those sound options. Excuse me, group. I want the master volume. So turn the music down. There we go. That's a little more reasonable. Alright, return the game. And like all of it, actually, we're going to save it right off the bat. I know. I'm very, very, very talented here with names. Save it. Okay. Alright, return the game. Okay. Now, generally where they start you, if it's anything like the previous is, it's generally a good place to be. So, I'm going to press B. Let's see if the hotkey works again. Yes, it does. There we go. The settlers are settled. Now we got a warrior here. Now, the new version here, Civ, has created this unique little map option here. It actually literally looks like you're drawing on a map. And with any Civ game, you generally want the warriors to focus on at least the initial exploration so you know what's around you. So I'm going to focus first on early hits. These mountains provide some larger viewpoints. But unfortunately, the gamble always is with any initial unit that if you go here, there could be barbarians coming from down south. So we generally want to stay close and not navigate, which is why I don't want to cross the water necessarily yet. So I'm going to try to hit the tall peak here. Impassable. Alright, looks like there's not something you can jump on. Got excited initially. So just play it by ear. Alright, Choose production, not city. What do I want to produce? Okay, do we want to start early on production? Or on culture? Do we want to do a scout? I'm going to say scout. Now it's going to bite me later on, but we'll see. Can we rename this? Oh, well, everything pops up down here. City capital, okay. Do on purchase, manage citizens, nope, nope, nope. Select research, okay. Alright, what we have? We have cows near us, which means husbandry seems to make sense initially. Then, of course, as we grow, we can kind of consider what makes more sense after that. But for right now, looks like the most initial buff we get from animal husbandry, so we're going to stick with that. And next turn. It's nice. I like the whole justice and culture thing down here, as well as our actual technical research. Scope out, look around the map. Lots of people going. There we go. Where we want to go. Let's take a look at those bananas. Okay. Alright. Still got 5 turns until we build the scout. And then 6 until we build a new citizen. So we got some time here. There's our guy up here. Cool guy. Great people. Oh yeah, I forgot. So this is where we actually get to pick our great people that we're allowed. Oh, and we go next turn. So it's not the space bar anymore. Just where we meet him in order, he's automatically going to it, so I don't need to direct him that way. As we see here, it looks like we're going to a little bit of desert, so that doesn't seem to be a good place to go. Banana's tempting, but I don't know if it's really tempting enough. We'll try to bring him down here. Now the thing is, though, if you notice, once he's in trees or any sort of like vegetation crossing river, he loses a movement. So that's why I want to be very careful and try to navigate where he does with without a huge loss to his movement pace in case he need to run back here. So if this ends up being forest, we're just going to turn around. Actually, it looks like we can get far here, so let's check this out first. Ooh, horses. And something interesting over there. Tribal village discovered. Ah, don't mind if I do. Getting a little bit nervous if we're getting far away from home, but I feel like taking a chance. I think you right-click to get rid of these. Yes, you do. Peasantry still going. Code of laws. Here we go. Let's skip over. Good. This looks like this will be a nice place for a second civ on the water. You want to make sure whenever possible that you have some sort of city that covers a water tile so that you can get a navy out. Helps more with initial naval benefits, as well as I guess endgame naval benefits, but really your goal is military. Ooh. Yep. Well, we're going to explore this first because I'm more excited by that. Oh, we got 2 scouts. That's awesome. Alright, we'll let them do the scouting. Why don't they automate it? We want to automate this. We don't want to manage this every single time. The system's going to be smarter than us in knowing what's the most effective place to go. It looks like they just found another village, so it's already paying off. Let's bring these guys back. Alright, now that we got that out, let's do some monuments. Alright. Getting excited now. We got some scouts. We're going to see what this map actually has. Hopefully the scout's smart enough to go to the village. Just wait and wait and wait. And with everything, you always want to say, save. Quick save game. Okay, return the game. Funny, I thought that would have closed it. Alright, next turn. We've already given direction to all of our units, so we don't need to keep micromanaging. Wherever you can automate, you automate. With the exception of workers. Never automate workers. Workers require a lot of micromanagement. And in this version of Civ, I believe they're limited to about 3 different actions. 3 or 4. So, you don't want them to do something stupid, then now you gotta produce a brand new worker. Alright, now it's asking for direction. Most likely because it knows that there's a possible action, which I'll be telling it to take. Oh, money, that's not that bad. Go back to automating. We got 92 gold. We get 5 gold in every turn. 1.7 culture, that's not good. Science is kind of low. Can we do anything with this gold? Purchase an item. Alright, sellers 320 gold. Village 200. Well, being that we can do very little with the builder right now, if we want the settler, we'll do the builder next production round. But I definitely want to buy a settler whenever possible. Gotta expand. So we got some jungle over here. Doesn't make me too excited. Now I may have misled before. I mean, desert's never really a good place to start because it's not very fertile, with the exception apparently of wheat right up against it. But the benefit really will be later on. There could be exposed metals that come out as we research further. That's a very good quote, Rogers. What do we want to research next? So mining or pottery is half the other one, so we probably want to focus on one of these two. Now we still don't really have any place to mine yet. So pottery, which gives us another building, which helps with growth, makes the most sense. So if you may disagree with me on that one, because we see this later on, but it's not in our category. Got a couple things here. Invent a new city-state. Okay. Non-Madal. Okay. Alright, trigger an inspiration for mysticism. So I know in this version of Civ, you can trigger things that produces faster research and things later on. So let's see what that is. So if you notice, I clicked on the icon for the science. So let's see where mysticism is. Where is it even in this? How do I scroll? Scroll this? Yeah. I wonder if mysticism is going to be in the purple. Yeah, it's probably in the purple. Don't see it. Okay. Question mark. You started. Okay, search. There we go. Okay. Unlock some good stuff. Looks like it's a purple item. The Founder Pantheon to boost it. Okay. So we have to get that culture count up, which we're working towards, which is good. Right, and we got a So we got one envoy. I think that's all I can do with it since I've only discovered that one, so we're good with that too. Alright, next turn. Ooh, okay, they're worried. Getting worried that we found a military neighbor here. Oh, looks like we grew. I guess I missed that 2 turns ago, but we grew to take over deer. Just gives us an extra animal husbandry use. It's good news for us. That's fantastic. Okay, so in this version you get to move around these cars, almost like a TCG type thing. That gives us benefits. So we want to take a look. Really, that's very short-term thought. That's good. I don't see a lot of barbarians, but we need something in here. So I'm going to say we'll put this in here. Economic policies, extra production, or extra faith in gold. Production. We want to get that early building out pretty much as fast as possible. Confirm policies. Alright. However, we need to choose a new one. Okay, I like the buffs to this one. Foreign trade is very cool. Gets to build a trader, but I think I want craftsmanship. Okay, our warrior's back, and the scouts are going in very different directions, so let's bring them down here. Let's bring them across to see if he can find anything too. So it's like this one's starting to go a little further east, trying to avoid the heavy forest. Some wheat, bananas, lots of wheat actually around this desert. This seems a little bit odd. So our culture's gone up a little bit here. Ooh. Something happened. What happened? Nothing happened. Oh, they faked us out. Okay. Everything's moving. Nothing new yet. Really just the east is a straight shot to an open field, which isn't that bad. Oh, now it's interesting. Now we have a warrior. Okay. Is it another city-state here? Yeah, city-state. Okay. Alright, so we met new city-state. That's for stuff. Alright, let's see if we can do anything with it. We'll say the city-state's here is by the Capitol building. We have one of each. So we gain more culture and more production. So that's not that bad. Okay. And do we finish building? We finished building. We got the monument now. Whoa, alright. Let's build that settler. No? Yeah, a little bit conflicted. See, the downside is if I build the settler, that means we can't, our production towards a new civilian stops. And even worse, we could possibly remove some of the population here. So I want to put into a builder and then put the money towards the settler when we have it. Great, we've grown a bit. Now we're dealing with some barbarians. Okay. It's only about time. This guy's just a little bit lost. I want him to try to kind of get out of here, but can't really do it by maneuvering around essentially that barbarian. Looks like we found another city-state. Yerevan. Okay. back to automatic exploration. Getting a little bit concerned that that barbarian kind of essentially just disappeared. Which means that he's probably on his way to my base. So I'm going to take this guy and bring him back. Nice. Hitting all sorts of buffs. New continent discovered. I'm calling it America. Which one? Alright, so this is one continent, it says. Okay. Alright, we'll go with that. Gonna right click that, drop it off. And shoot. Gonna fortify right there. Hoping that the scout will get close. Chasing the scout's not really the best idea. Can I hit it this turn? No, I can't. So we're going to fortify so we can defend against his attack. We're going to go and see what happens. See if I can scroll out a little more. See a little more of the map at once. Nope. Nope, cannot. Okay, we'll live with this view. Things are moving and shaking, looks like. Got 3 city-states, so apparently we were the first people to see. That'd be great if we were on some sort of continent by ourselves, but we'll see how likely that is. Poetry, nice. Oh, the screen's kind of flipping out a little bit. This is getting very interesting. Looks like we kind of have to go through mining, so we're going to force that. What is going on here? Maybe that ended it? Looks like that hopefully did just end it. Kind of an interesting little thing. I doubt that they put that in the game. Ozone craftsmanship, we're at 3 turns, 7 turns for that one. You know what, let's move down. Let's see if we can deter them a little bit here. So I don't want to come out and all of a sudden have a builder disappear because of that fact. Because we don't have to worry about the city-states really attacking us. And for those who are brand new to the series, city-states isn't really AI competition. It's like floating out neutral parties. If it's anything like the prior civs, well, it gives it an opportunity for you to ally with someone who can get you additional resources. Or if you want to be super aggressive, gives you the option to essentially take them over. But generally, if you take them over, that's a big negative to your ability to negotiate with them later on, and hurts your reputation with other civs. If you notice here, kind of playing close with the warrior. I don't want to disappear with my only warrior here, especially when my production strength is so low to begin with. More and more open fields, looks like. Scout versus scout. Alright, looks like we have a unique advantage against them, so why not have them attack them? Alright, gain some XP. I believe at one point, if he gains enough XP, we can have him scout faster. Only a win-win in that case. I don't know whether or not the scout will continue to attack me or will back off, don't know. I see here a new barbarian fortress open up. I feel brave enough to take them on. Or stupid enough, one, two. Thing is, with those, you don't really have a choice, because if you don't, they will eventually attack you. Alright, let the computer here work out the best scenario. Looks like it's to come over here. the worker go over here. Now the benefit is if you work these specific squares, you get to boost what the resources actually are coming out of them. So you can build improvement here. Pasture brings +1 your production, which speeds up your ability to produce anything in your hometown. Plus half a house essentially, so you can you have space to grow your city a little further. Whereas if I was just to harvest it, just a one-time big payout of resources. No, but we want to build it up, so let's see what happens. Don't know what happened to this cow. We're gonna kind of let that go. Like I said, our goal is not necessarily to chase them and lose the early benefit of the scouting. The goal is really just to kind of hit them so that maybe something else can finish them off and or deter them to go someplace else. Now I'm still a little bit sagging behind on gold. I'm about 3 away from next citizen. And I know there's a barbarian camp. So why don't we build another military unit? Get a range unit out. And then once that's out, once we're at 3, then we start building the next settler. Getting nervous because I know it's a lot of time to wait for another city. Looks like someone else is here too. So to back them off, better put a city here to deter them from moving west. This can wait, since building a city here can wait. Not attacking it. These need to be killed immediately so that they don't buzz my... They don't start, coming up in my city. But I'm less concerned about someone settling here than I am about someone coming from the east. Aggressor ship just came in. +5 unit combat, place it plus... Nope. We need this more than that right now. What's my government though? We only have one option, that's chieftain. Is that still true? Yes. Okay. Got nothing else available to choose from, so we're gonna live with this fact. Alright, you finished building that resource, we're gonna build this resource. Oh yeah, new civ. Do foreign trade, just 3 turns. Yeah, that kind of just makes sense. I know I'm not specializing one way or the other, whether it be military or economic production boost. Kind of have to split because I want to do a little more balance. Specifically, this civ doesn't have advantage other ways, seems like, especially since religion is kind of not available for my civ now. City-state, which is nice. So I want to kind of balance it a little bit more so I'm prepared for any specific direction I go.